Good morning, everyone. I apologize that I can't be with all of you today. I was really hoping to be there to see everyone. But my name is Dr. Jennifer Sears. I am a professor here at the um, University of North Georgia, and I'm here today to show you some innovative technology tools, specifically ones through Google that you can use for free in your classrooms to help you be more productive as a teacher and to help you through your placements over the next several years. So let me go ahead and I'm going to share my screen with all of you. There are a lot of tools I'm going to be sharing with you today that I will be sending out in an email to your facilitators so that they can share them with all of you. But first, I want to go ahead. I'm going to share one of my favorite tools with all of you that I personally have created. So let me go here, share my screen. All right, everybody. So the first thing I want to share with you is one thing that I have recently worked on, which is my Dr. Sears Tech Tools. So in the Sears Tech Tools, I will be continuously adding on to this, but these are some really innovative tools you can use within your classrooms and as you are moving forward in your placements. So a couple first I want to show you, this is one of my favorite, and this is called Bouncy Balls. So in Bouncy Balls, you're going to see, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to begin bouncing. And you will notice, first of all, I have to turn on my microphone. So turn on my microphone, and you are going to notice that every time I talk, oh, what was that? Did you hear it? Yes, says I was too noisy. So I really love to set this up in classrooms when I'm working with kids. I even use it with my students as well so that they can see, oh, the classroom is getting a little too much right now. Um, you can change the sensitivity on the microphone. So if I have a very high sensitivity, you're going this pretty quickly. Also, you'll notice as I'm talking pretty quiet right now, and you'll see that it gets pretty bouncy. So if I'm at a level one, you're going to see that it's going to tell them pretty quickly that they're too loud. But if I change it and put the sensitivity lower, you'll notice that I'm able to talk at a regular volume and it's not going to start bouncing too much. So this is really great to use. You do need to have set up the audio on your computer in order for this to work, but I love this. The other things that it can do is also beep. So I'm going to turn up the sensitivity and you may hear a little bit of a beep. Can I get too loud? You also can change it to be bubbles. So we can have bubbles. We also can have emojis, which I know that the kids would probably love because look at how that is. It will do numbers if you wanted to have numbers. So you'll see that we have all kinds of numbers there. And it also does eyeballs. So how fun would this be on Halloween with your kiddos? So that is Bouncy Balls. Super fun. Really, these are all for most of the tools I'm going to show you today are free tools because I think that that's super important to have free things that you can use. The next thing I'm going to show you, this is another tool that you can use within your classroom, but this is a little bit different. So this is actually going to work on academic. So this is called Academic. In academics, this is a lot of fun for your students because what they can actually do is they can compete against kids all over the world. And we all know how much they love doing this. Again, you can sign up for free. They have multiple grades, grades 1 through grade 6 here. Multiple subjects, everything from shapes and counting and addition and subtraction. So for your littles, all the way up to things like typing, if you want to work on typing with your students, or maybe you want to work on geography. So I'm going to show you what this looks like with shapes. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to play kangaroo hop. So you'll see it's going to start here. And I'm going to break. This is all for shape recognition. So I'm going to press start. I can give it my name. I always use this. I'm going to start. So I'm going to go ahead, click play now. So you could have a multiplayer live lobby. So if you want kids to play against each other, they could do that maybe in a small group. But I'm going to just go play now. And I'm going to be blue. I'm playing against my computer. and I click start. 3, 2, 1. I have to find a triangle. Click, 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 triangle. Find a hexagon. Find a cube. Find a sphere. Find a cone. Find a rhombus. Find a square. Find a parallelogram. Find a cylinder. Find a rectangle. Find a trapezoid. Find a circle. Find an octagon. Find a sphere. And so again, if I wanted to do this by grade level, so if I want to start with first grade, here are academic games for my first graders. If I'm working with fifth graders, obviously this is going to get a little bit more challenging if I go into multiplication with my fifth graders. This is going to get more challenging with multiplication for my fifth graders. So something fun, again, to use with kids. This will be really great for small groups if you're doing some small group instruction. This is great for your independent station. So you can set your kiddos up with having whatever the independent station is for that day. That's academics. I also want to show you another thing that I absolutely love, and this is called free rice. So free rice is a great way to not only teach your kids with academics, but it also is going to help your kiddos understand social justice and understand the idea of helping others, because for every correct answer the students get, 10 grains of rice are sent to the UN World Food Program. The UN World Food Program provides food and supplies to people in third world countries. You can notice we have some little kiddos on that screen, but really great way to think about the impact that your class can have. So you could do something like this with your class. Maybe you get 10 grains worth of rice. You have different things with rice that you have in the classroom, or you might do jelly beans, or you might do, some kind of manipulative. The kids figure out how many questions they got right. They put it into a big jar, and then they can actually see the impact that they've had, which I think is a really fantastic idea. So I can go ahead, I can play the game. And once again, just like before, so expensive means costly. And then it answers a question. Misfortune means bad luck. So again, it's going to ask you questions of different things, but I can have different categories. Again, multiple different categories. You could actually work on languages with your kids. They've got Chinese and Japanese here. You've got science, you've got being an ambassador for change, you've got English. So lots of different categories, different ways that you can show that global impact that your students have. Finally, the other thing that I want to show all of you today is probably my absolute favorite website that I have shared with my students over the years, and that is Toy Theater. Toy Theater, it's toytheater.com. Really fantastic way to use different things within your classroom. Now you can notice we have math, reading, art, music, puzzles, games, but then we have the end part, which is teacher tools, which is what I'm going to click on today. I can create a math test for my students, because you know what? Sometimes creating tests is a challenge and you don't have a lot of extra time, and you need to come up with a really quick multiplication activity using only 1s through 9s. I don't want to go up to 99 right now. I only want to go up to 9 because that's what my kiddos are working on. I can click start, and hey, look at that. My students have a test. And what I can do is I can click, they can go ahead, take the test right here. I've got my test I can do. 3 times 2 is 6. 7 times 9 is 61 today. 5 times 5 is 25. 7 times 4 is 28. And I can say I'm done, and that will show my score. So if I need to do some progress monitoring with my students and we're working on single digit multiplication, really great way. I can just set this up on my student's computer. I have it ready to go when they're doing different activities in class, and it's right here for you. So that's one of the teacher tools you have here. There are geo boards, there are fraction strips, there's an interactive clock, because we have to do interactive clocks with our students. So here we go. I'm going to put that there. And I ask my students, what is the time? And the time is, I can do it in 12s. I can have the minute hand on or off. I can have the hour hand on or off, and it shows that it's 6:10, right? What time is it right now? I can take off the digital, ask my students to tell what time it is, and then I can go, what time is it? It's 6:48. So this is a really great way to work on those time telling skills. This can be something you're doing during morning meeting because time might not be in your curriculum, but you may have noticed your students are struggling with time and you need to go ahead and put that together for them. Another teacher tool I really like, again, we've got multiplication flashcards. There's dice here. Okay, cool. So I want to throw 2 dice, and I'm actually going to make them dice that have the numerals actually on them as opposed to the dots. What's different? Well, hey, if my kids are already past the point where they don't need to count the actual dots on the numbers, then I can do this. So what do I want to do with this? I'm going to throw 2 dice. And 3 times 1. What's 3 times 1, everybody? It is 3. So see, now I've made this interactive with my class. I'm going to, everybody, what is 4 times 1? 4 times 1 is 4. So really great idea to use with your classrooms. Make things more interactive. You've got number lines, you've got a scale, you've got a calculator. We have a place value chart you can use with your students. Okay, so I'm going to put a 4 in my hundreds column, and it automatically says it's 400. So how important is that, right? So 400, but 7 tens, 400 plus 70. So this is going to show us how to break apart those numbers. And then I'm going to put a 9 here. So 479, which we see on our place value chart, equals 400 plus 70 plus 9. So when we're teaching this skill to our students, we want them to be able to break apart those numbers, right? We also can have them all have manipulatives in front of you. If you have base 10 blocks, they can do that. Right along with it. So really great activities that you can use right along with these teacher tools. Again, there's also some math. So if I want to do fruit fall, it's going to rain apples. I got to move them. How many apples did I catch? I caught 5. Now I can start with the pairs. I can start 1, 2, 3. I'm going to miss that one. Just okay. How many pairs did I catch? I caught 3 pairs. And look, now I've got a graph. So I'm teaching students graphing as well, right? So as we're going through this, we actually can show the students what does graphing look like. Okay, so that is my favorite, one of my favorite tools. I'm going to come back here and stop sharing for just a second. And I want to talk to you about a really wonderful person that I have found over the past couple of years when I've been researching and looking for different ways that I could use technology both in my classroom as well as with showed to my students. And this woman, her name is Alice Keeler. So let me show you Alice's site here. Here is her website. She has a fantastic website. She's on Facebook, Twitter. She's on YouTube. You also can find her all of these different places. I follow her on Facebook. You can go ahead and join her Teacher Tech Facebook group. Great Facebook group to join, by the way. Go ahead, join her because people put questions to her all the time and throw it out there. So one of the things that she's been talking about lately is the fact that Jamboard, which is something a lot of teachers have been using over the past several years that went right along with Google, well, guess what? It's gone now, or it's leaving shortly. So what she has been doing is she's been talking about ways to use FigJam. So FigJam works a lot like Jamboard, but what FigJam does, we can go ahead and she's going to show you how you can move your tools over. I'm not, for the sake of time, I'm not going to show this to you right now, but she's got a video right here on her Facebook page. So I also want to show you her this is her feed on YouTube. If you just go to videos, it will show you all of her different videos, great ways to use. I love her. She's super engaging. She does what about a back to school book creator? How fun is that? Playing mini golf, marble slides, using Desmos. Kids really enjoy using pixel activities. She shows you how to do pixel activities and how to use pixel art. She does you do some with Chat GPT and show you different ways to use Chat GPT within your classroom, great ways to use it. And not make it be like we're doing cheating or anything like that. She also will show you how you can create your own apps within Google. So I use her apps quite frequently within Google. And most schools at this point are using Google Workspace. I would ask about that if you're not already using it. So here are some Google Workspace posts that she has here. Creating a Jeopardy game within Big Jam, how to get your add-on published if you want to create an add-on, because you guys have some great ideas. So she shows you how to do it, how to do a thermometer goal setting template with your kiddos. How to use different, again, different ways to use Chat GPT. So again, Alice Keeler, she's really fabulous. And here are, if you go to Google Workspace Marketplace, Google Workspace Marketplace, say that 3 times fast, she will, she shares, these are all of her different Google tools that she's created. So I highly recommend going, checking her out, seeing some of these tools. She shows you how to add them to your Google and to use them within your Google. So I don't want to keep you long today because I know it's hard to sit and watch an extended video, but I will be sharing some more of these tools over the next couple of months in my new role here at the University of North Georgia. If you ever have questions at all about different things you can use within your classrooms or suggestions, tools you found really cool, please reach out to me. My email is jennifer.sears@ung.edu. Enjoy the rest of your debriefing day, and I will talk to you all soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.